Guys, what an incredible universe we live in. And incredible is not necessarily a positive adjective. It only really refers to magnitude. Deltarune cast, I really don't want you around any of the subject matter we're talking about. You're gonna have to go away for now. Hey fellas, and welcome back to With a Y. And today we're gonna talk about Jeffrey Epstein! Probably like one of the most common and least favorite sentences you've heard over like the last year or so, as like we've just been hamstrung along about like information coming out about the whole thing. Well, we finally got some stuff that's concrete. It's not nearly all of it. It's not what we are all thinking of as the quote-unquote Epstein files, but we actually got some files about Epstein we hadn't seen before. On November 12th, the House Oversight Committee released emails that they got directly from the Epstein estate. I think it started with Democrats who released like some censored versions, and then Republicans were like, nah, you're cherry picking, and then they released all of them uncensored. And I think it's worse. Like, I think it looks worse. I'm considering like a deeper dive on this for the main channel because, oh my god, we are looking at some shit. But the thing I want to talk about today is something incredibly selective that I just have not been able to stop thinking about for like the last 24 hours. The concept of Donald Trump having given Bill Clinton head when they were still friends. It originates from this post where like it's a series of emails sent from Mark L. Epstein to Jeffrey Epstein. And yeah, Jeffrey Epstein has a living brother. That'll come up. I'd rather be in Donnie D's shoes. From Jeffrey to Mark, you mean Donnie T? Mark says, you and your boy Donnie can make a remake of the movie Get Hard, sent via tin can and string. G says, and I thought I had Surrey's. Mark says, ask him if Putin had the photos of Trump blowing Bubba. Okay, there are parts that are still redacted here. Bubba, in this case, is everybody's assuming refers to Bill Clinton. It's very likely that this was a joke, and if it's not even referring to Bill Clinton. But Bubba was a nickname given to Bill Clinton at one point in time. His folksy manner led to him being nicknamed Bubba starting from the 1992 presidential election. Like, holy shit, dude. You already have like insane shit like this. Donica Lewinsky? This is so disrespectful to Monica Lewinsky, one of the greatest anti-bullying advocates of our generation. She's doing great work. For some people, the most shocking bit of this was finding out about Mark Epstein. And while we're on the topic of nicknames, this guy used to get called fucking Puggy. Nicknamed Puggy is an American property developer. Fucking awesome, dude. Trump sucked off Bill Clinton, and Putin has the pics. What a fucking joke of a country. You guys aren't gonna believe this, but I have 2 obligatory Deltarune mentions for you in this video. Shit's so crazy, you have Shay from Deltarune talking about this shit. What if Donald Trump gave Bill Clinton a blowjob? What did he see? This is one of those moments where it's like, we've seen so many buzzwords and terms come up over the years that are starting to make so much more sense if we pretend that all of this is 100% true. Remember like the whole Big Beautiful Bill shit earlier this year? What was he talking about? Oh, my Big Beautiful Bill. Okay, you know, we gotta not do the Donald Trump impressions. That is a rabbit hole that could easily end badly for us. But he had someone in mind, dude. You had people arguing that the 2016 presidential election was just an argument about who got to sleep with Bill Clinton. The illusion. 2016 Republican and 2016 Democrat candidate, a free choice. They both gave head to Bill Clinton. In 2015, Politico quoted Donald Trump saying, if Hillary Clinton can't satisfy her husband, what makes her think she can satisfy America? Luckily, with a guy like me, Big Donnie T, you don't need to worry about that question because we know the answer to both of them. It's the type of shit that makes you drop the drink in your hand, which is why I had to be very careful to put the G-subs down before I made this video, or make sure it wasn't in my mouth, otherwise I was gonna spit it out. I don't know if this is a real tweet, it doesn't really matter if it is because this whole situation could be made up, but we're gonna pretend that it is for the sake of comedy. Hillary Clinton once said, I already told my husband, on January 20th, 2017, he will sleep with the next president of the United States. Holy fucking shit, what did she see? She was actually hedging her bets. She knew people were gonna make fun of her in public, but she knew that on the inside, she was gonna be right no matter what happened. She might have been the most clear-eyed about what a Donald Trump election victory would look like out of any of us, like, ever. This guy is low-key slick with it. Look, whatever you want to say about Bill Clinton, at least he's consistent. My man is addicted to top. You don't care who it's from. I mean, yeah, dude, if the mouth swirling movements are good, if you're not attracted to the male form, just, like, look up and imagine whoever you want because the mouth does what a mouth does. The White House tweeted, like, within the time of this happening, I can't help falling in love with you, where Trump gave Melania a kiss. And it's like, oh, so it's like totally a cover-up. They're trying to push it, huh? Are you insinuating that homosexuality is wrong or bad? Yes, that is exactly what I'm insinuating. If you're gay, you're going to hell. Trump and Bill Clinton are both going to hell for like separate reasons of being gay, though. I don't know what this even fucking means. It's like the trifecta getting broken when Jeffrey Epstein died, but if I'm keeping it a buck, I don't even know what it's from. It feels like a reference. We had Hood Genius, the #1 current political activist against the US government, going, honestly, a little hog wild. Before we read that, though, follow me on Twitter at with a Y. I'm trying to get to like 2,000 followers over there. I really like the numbers when they go up. Plus, I like cover Twitter shit. shit. It's kind of embarrassing if I don't have a following over there. So you're telling me my president is a bisexual child predator war criminal that was in a close relationship with one of, if not the most infamous men in history. Who the fuck let this guy run a second term? That would be Joe Biden and Merrick Garland dragging their feet. Genius, I don't disagree with you, bro, but like, I gotta flame you for a little bit. This dude sounds exactly like fucking Wario. This is the dude who's been holding the U.S. Department of Homeland Security at bay on Twitter in a social media campaign for like the last month. He's playing Dispatch and he had this shit happen to him. I've never heard like a person laugh in real life with such pronounced W's at the beginning. And to be fair, Hood Genius takes plenty of dubs, but you know, you just didn't expect it. It catches you off guard, understandably, I believe. All right, we do have more of these. So Trump hated Hillary Clinton so much because he was the side mistress to Bill and was jealous. The thing is, I don't even think it was always like that. I think they used to like be in a really happy, open relationship, and Donald just kind of got in there every now and then. He used to describe Hillary Clinton as a wonderful woman. I think he got cut out and he's just like really scorned as like a third lover. He found out he wasn't part of the main couple in the polycule, man. That could make anybody crash out. The concept of Bill Clinton and Donald Trump being the first two LGBTQ plus presidents. No, fucking James Buchanan just predates them by miles, dude. And even that, we have like way more compelling candidates. Like there's JFK, fucking Thomas Jefferson with the Miku binder. You had plenty of jokes people were making about Bill Clinton and Donald Trump being pictured in the same image where it's just Bill Clinton, but Trump's under the desk. I'm gonna drain the swamp being Big Bill's Little Bill. This is part of why I think, even if you like men, you have to admit, homophobia is goated. It's often been said that Trump, like, has the personality type to have been a drag queen. And the little, like, dance he does where, like, he moves his two hands to the side, like, it looks like he's, like, letting some people bukkake him. And then, like, you have this one clip of him, I don't know, jerking off two microphones. Why did he lean back and forth? Why did he do both of those? I don't know what context that would fit under. This one is just straight up disrespectful, diabolical, I dare say. The concept of Trump giving Bill Clinton some Kirk, and they're replacing the term neck with a term for giving someone a blowjob with Kirk because Kirk got shot in the neck. Not a cosign of political violence. I can't believe you thought of that shit. See, this is how I imagined the Clintons' relationship with Trump, like, in the 90s. Like, this is how they work together. Trump's in the middle, Hillary's over here just fujoing out. I just think that this scenario already exists on AO3, and those people didn't realize they were not doing RPF, they were just being documentarians. Please, universe, give me a news conference where Donald Trump is forced to say, I did not have sexual relations with Bill Clinton. And that could very well be true, dude. Like, I don't have much belief other than like an off joke made in some emails to believe that this happened. But holy fuck, it somehow like gets more people talking than the potential pedophile stuff. What if Putin has pictures of Trump blowing Bill Clinton, but never released them because they're actually very touching and tender and is heartfelt moved by it? Do you really think there's a sexual encounter with Bill Clinton that can be touching and tender? He's known as quite the charmer. What's crazy is Trump doesn't drink or do drugs. He's doing a sax solo on Clinton off a Diet Coke and Lime. That's actually real, dude. If there's one thing I respect about Trump, he's like 100% sober throughout his life the whole time. He's fucked up like that normally. Like, imagine a drunk Donald Trump with the nuclear codes. That would be crazy, man. I don't really want to do a rerun of Nixon. Donald Trump preparing to meet Clinton, 1994, and he's just eating a hot dog. This is a real image of Clinton and Trump hanging out with each other back in the 90s, where the moment the photographer took the picture was just the right timing to make it look like Trump was willing to give this guy a handy. It takes me back to this comment thread. Obama really the glizzy gulper. And then someone replies, Trump could never throat that much glizzy. And Bernie Johnson over here takes offense to anyone saying that there's something Trump couldn't do. Yes, he could, idiot. You're mad that Obama's the throat goat. He isn't the throat goat. Trump could throat more than him any day. We used to make fun of Bernie Johnson, like thinking that he just didn't know what he was talking about. Turns out he knew more than the rest of us. I think it's important that we close out this saga with one more Deltarune reference. This is a real picture of Trump and Bill Clinton edited to be Spamtenna. I once heard people ship Joe Biden and Donald Trump as Spamtenna, and honestly, they were really close to being on the mark to real reality. Ask him if Mike has the photos of Spamton blowing The idea of Mike being Vladimir Putin in this is fucking killing me, dude. Oh my god, that's all I got. That kwytebox email's in the description if you guys want to send me any video topics. Anyways, piss off.